It's Litter Media Live for this August 1st of 2025, and now we can begin the official countdown. The official countdown to the marriage of Kinsey and that guy right there. Aaron Glandon.
My hair's still wet.
From the countdown?
From my shower.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
That's why my hair doesn't look good this morning,
So
viewers.
you went to her shower?
No, I took a shower this morning.
Oh,
in my
that
apartment.
kind of a shower. You got, wedding showers, baby showers, and all that kind of showers.
Is there a baby shower already?
No.
Okay. I had to ask. You brought it up. I thought I got to.
We were talking about something about future past a while ago with the Moody Blues.
So we're looking at what, 10 days?
It's August 10th, so 9 days.
So 9 days away. That should we call it the honeymoon clock?
Well, I guess
we could do that.
That starts then.
We'll have to come up with a graphic of some sort.
I suppose that starts at day 2.
That's right after the wedding day. So
that's why it's an afternoon wedding, so they can head wherever they're going. Yeah.
This is a family-friendly show.
We're keeping it clean.
We should push on, I guess. So August 10th is the birth date, the wedding date for Aaron and Kinsey. So
Let's start over.
You can go back and show your children in the future this show.
Just make sure it's not in July of next year.
Yeah.
So, because you want to spend time together, right?
That's right.
Yes.
You don't want to immediately
We've
start
said
with
we want to wait 2 to 3 years before we have a kid.
2 to 3. Okay.
We waited 10.
Ours was less than a year.
Laura said, I had to raise my younger brother and sister. Let's wait a while.
That was her training.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the program. Let's take a look at the forecast as we jump into the weekend, and it looks pretty nice.
It's pretty out there. Sunshine today through the weekend. You've probably noticed it already. Cooler temperatures, low humidity. I think they call this Chamber of Commerce weather. Temperatures today, as you can see on our virtual map, mid-70s, upper 70s for today. That's kind of going to be a wash and repeat for Saturday. And Sunday, a few clouds maybe here and there with a high of 82. This app on my phone, I can't trust it. One day it's talking about rain Monday through Thursday. Now they're saying sunshine through Tuesday with rain Wednesday through the next week. So that's that far ahead. I guess it's going to change from day to day. So in the next few days, it's going to be really, really nice out there.
I heard a podcast and the hosts were discussing which was the best weather app. And it was like, well, if you go with one on my phone, well, I got this one from the Weather Channel. I got this one for so-and-so. And they couldn't find one that agreed and was right on the weather. So you just never know. However, if you go to
talk about that later.
Yeah, if you go to littermedia.com, you can trust what we just showed you just a moment ago, because it's
because we said so.
Yes. It has the Litter Media stamp of approval. Coming up, a look at news. We'll also take a look at sports, and this date in history takes us back to the 1860s, right?
Talking about weather.
All right. Details coming up. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. They've been doing this for a long time, almost 50 years now. If you want to find out how they can improve the conditions in your home or your business, or if you're building a business or home, how they can be involved to make it right off the bat. Accurate, your trusted comfort advisor. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you to their website, accuratehvac.com.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Should you go to littermedia.com, you'll find some of the information we'll share with you today. Look at that big 73. That's part of one of the early stories we'll share with you today. And coming up in just a bit, a look at sports. That's on there for you too. You want to find out more? Just go to littermedia.com. But our social media contact information is in the upper right-hand corner. If you look up there at the top of the screen, Litter Media Radio, Spotify, our YouTube channel link. But also, if you take a look right next to where it says SVC in the middle of the screen, on the right, you'll find direct links to our YouTube channel to see the latest of what's going on there. First, we're going to start off with the Pike County Fair. It is Friday night, and we're going to lump Saturday in here too. At the Pike County Fair, livestock sales begin at 5 p.m. They've got goats, lambs, hogs, and steers. The grandstand tonight, 7 p.m., it's autocross. And if you've never seen autocross, you got to check this out. Tomorrow, poultry and rabbit sales start at 10 a.m. And at 7 p.m., the grandstand, Smash It Demo Derby. And in the Blom Show Arena, which is the small animal sales area and show arena, arm wrestling. They go at it. I picture, what was that Sylvester Stallone movie where it was all about arm wrestling? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Yeah, I think it was in the early to mid 80s. Have to Google that.
Wasn't Rambo versus Rocky or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. No.
While the Pike County Fair is starting to wind down, the Ross County Fair is getting fired up. They're going to get underway here with some activities, free admission at the fairgrounds on Saturday. The first official day is Sunday. That's where they start charging you admission. Of course, the big event on Sunday is the King and Queen contest at 8 o'clock that night out at the grandstand, and we'll be out there as well.
I think they have the ribbon cutting at noon on Sunday, something like that. So if you want to be out for that, check that out. Over the Top was the name of that movie.
Over the Top.
With Sylvester Stallone doing the arm wrestling action.
Gotcha.
Ross County Health District's vital statistics will be closed on Wednesday. That's this coming Wednesday, August 6th. Birth and death records will be unavailable for your perusal that day. All other Ross County Health District divisions will close at 12 p.m. on Wednesday, August 6th. You have any inside baseball as to why they're shutting down? For the fair.
Yeah, they'll be out there each day, but Wednesday's kind of their opportunity to get all their employees out there if they want to go. Ohio Congressman David Taylor has introduced a bill supporting a study on the development of an Interstate 73 corridor that spans southern Ohio. Now, this is not a new idea because talk of creating an I-73 and even an I-74 that ran through southern Ohio has been around since the 1990s, but that talk grew quiet due to its projected cost. Now, the proposed Interstate 73 would largely follow U.S. Highway 23 running south from Toledo through Columbus, Circleville, Chillicothe, and down to the Kentucky-West Virginia border. But again, a resolution just gets the studies potentially going again we're talking a long way down. You and I probably won't be in this world if that ever comes to pass.
Yeah, because we could be talking 20, 25 years, thereabouts. Pleasant Green Baptist Church down in Portsmouth has announced plans for its 160th church anniversary celebration. That's coming up a week from Sunday. Oh, it's the day that Aaron Glandon's getting married, August 10th. This historic milestone will be commemorated with 2 worship services under the theme, Built to Restore, Called to Lead. This day will begin with a morning service at 11 a.m. as Julie Wood Beckwith will be recognized for her years of ministry service. Minister Veronica Neely will be the morning service speaker. This service will be followed by an afternoon service at 4 p.m. featuring the Reverend J. Troy Gray as the pastor of Zion Baptist Church up here in Chillicothe, along with the Zion Baptist Church choir and congregation. Here's the thing that really brings Troy there. Dinner will be served between the services. Yeah. So, but I can't say I've ever heard him preach on a full stomach. So that should be interesting in that 4 p.m. service.
Maybe your first opportunity. Staying in the church world, the church in Chillicothe, that's its name, will be hosting their Food First Free Community Dinner. That's Wednesday, August the 6th. It's free. It's open to the public, and it gets underway at 6 p.m. Now, if you're not familiar with the church in Chillicothe, that's located off of Western Avenue behind the auction house, our good buddy Dan DeGarmo's church out there.
Yes, and I tell you, it's huge. The stuff they have collected to distribute to people for free, it's absolutely fantastic. Ohio's sales tax holiday is underway. It took effect today at midnight and runs through August 14th. So we can probably get tax-free on anything we buy for Aaron's wedding.
You could, yeah.
How about that?
As long as it's under $500.
Yeah, plus make sure that it's like school supplies. So we'll get them maybe book bags that can take.
You can buy them a shirt.
On their honeymoon. That's right. Maybe some magic markers, that kind of deal. Now, he should be buying me magic markers. That's off the camera news. This expanded sales tax holiday covers most tangible personal property priced at $500 or less, like Mike mentioned. This means that for each individual item that you purchase, if it's $500 or less, it's tax-free. Sales tax, that is, here in the state of Ohio.
And I like free.
Yes.
Yeah. Zoe Neff, a graduate of Union High School, has been awarded the 2025 Ross County Conservation League Scholarship of $1,000. Zoe's the daughter of Scott and Amanda Neff of Chillicothe. She's going to be attending Coastal Carolina University and will be majoring in marine science. The scholarship award has been a tradition of the league for over 20 years and is awarded to a deserving student in the area of environmental studies, conservation, or related fields.
Sign-up time is now for the Jack Burno Memorial Golf Classic through Adina Health. A fun day on the fairways, of course. Shotgun start at 9 a.m., registration at 8 a.m. Go to Adina's website, adina.org/Burno Golf to register or become a sponsor. Jack Burno was a fantastic guy. His son worked for us at the radio station a number of years, Jack Jr., but he was recently memorialized. I don't know if you saw this out at the hospital. They have a wall now that is in honor of Jack Burno. So you got to go out and just check that out. Very nicely done. I guess this was last week, if I'm not mistaken. Saw it on their Facebook page.
Neat stuff. A buddy of ours for many years, a guy by the name of Matt Tomlinson, got a shout out yesterday from United Way of Ross County. He is their handy-dandy cleaning man who helps keep their space fresh, tidy, and welcoming. Matt has been with them at United Way of Ross County for 6 years, and Matt also did this same thing for us for a number of years at the radio station.
Yeah, almost 6 years as well. Yeah. And I, before this post, never knew his last name was Tomlinson. He was always Matt.
Yeah.
And we see Matt walking to his work every once in a while out on the streets and everything. And Matt's a fun guy.
Yes, he is.
In fact, one of the McDonald's commercials that we play, you see Matt is the customer getting waited on. So maybe we can play that commercial today in the honor of Matt Tomlinson.
Yes, sir. Resurfacing project on State Route 788 between Fairgreens Road, not Fairground, but Fairgreens Road and State Route 93. This project is set to get underway on August the 11th, the day after wedding for Kinsey and Aaron. One lane, so don't go on that road. We don't want you getting stranded on Route 788.
Well, that could lead to something interesting.
On your way to your honeymoon. One lane will be maintained with flaggers through this fall.
We've had so much fun at their expense.
Yes, sir.
We really have.
It's really fun.
That's because we love them.
We do.
Coming up in a moment to look at sports. Stay close for that. Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. They have their Skag clearance sale going on right now. You can choose from a wide selection of Skags, like what you're seeing here, the mowing equipment that they have, but you'd better hurry in because once this is done, it's done. The low prices will go with them. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Do yourself a favor. Call Hometown Motors Incorporated, 740-773-8826. Better yet, slide in. 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. See Scott and the gang and say, I heard about this on Litter Media.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Time for sports. I'm going to start with an event that started a handful of years ago and takes over the streets of Chillicothe, right in front of the Ross County Courthouse. Tiffany Baldwin of downtown Chillicothe, Ohio, on Facebook was in studio with us to talk about Sand in the Streets volleyball the weekend of August 15th and 16th.
Finally, this year, we've gotten to the year where we have not made any significant changes. Because every year, like the first year, we only had 3 courts. So we went to 4 courts the second year. We've added more teams each year. We've involved the schools last year. So this year, finally, we are not making any changes.
No changes, but you have learned each year what else you can do. So
right.
It's really come together as a nice event.
It has, for sure. Last year was pretty major for us. We made a lot of changes last year. Like I said, we involved the schools last year. So that was huge. We changed the Beach Fest from Saturday night after the volleyball play to Friday night after the Battle on the Beach, which is the school event. And then we also added 16 additional recreation teams. So a total of 32 were able to play last year. So those were a lot of changes in one year. So this year we're just kind of going on autopilot.
Workers will begin pouring tons of sand on Paint Street right between Main and 2nd Streets the morning of Friday the 15th. Admission is free to witness the event, and you can even witness them doing this on that Friday morning, August 15th. This is one of the cool things that they do. Just watching them pour out all these mounds of sand, I think it was 32 tons of sand, if I remember correctly. And they have to make sure it's a certain depth and everything. And I have yet to hear of anybody finding the bricks when they're, or even the pavement when they're playing or even digging for the sand during the beach event that takes place Friday night. So it takes a lot of sand to make that happen. And the amazing thing is, Sunday morning, it's all gone. All gone.
A lot of work to get all of that to happen. We were telling you earlier this week that the high school golf season had started for practice. Well, now the competition is underway. A couple of big matches yesterday in girls golf. Zane Trace won the 10-team Adam Sharp Invitational with a 169. Logan Elm had second place, but a good ways back with a 195. On the boys' side, the Portsmouth Invitational was yesterday. There were actually 19 teams in that, and Waterford won with a 312. Gallia Academy came in second at 333.
Paints took the lead, then lost the lead, then had to come back and regain the lead, and they held on to a lead, 5-4 against the Lafayette Aviators. And you wonder why he's on a motorcycle? During the introduction of the starting lineups, the Field of Dreams, they call it, the players were delivered to their positions on motorcycle. Pretty cool.
The Reds last night, this was a wild one, and I'm blaming Dan Ramey solely for this.
I should blame you.
The Reds were up 3-0. Then they got behind 7-3. That's when I turned it off. They ended up getting down 11-3 because Atlanta scored 8 times in the top of the 8th. Dan texted me and said, I'm assuming you've turned this off, but the Reds are coming back. So I turned it back on, tied at 11, and sure enough, they lose in 10, 12-11.
Now let's go to the actual verbiage that was used. I messaged him at 9:54 and I said, tell me you didn't turn off the Reds when they went down 11-3. He replies, I did. They do better when I'm not watching. So now that I am, they will probably lose, with a wink. And so had they already caught back up with them?
No.
At that point?
Well, I was tied at 11 when I tuned it back in.
So I have no responsibility in this. He had already made it happen.
If he had left me off the screen, I wouldn't have turned it back on, and they'd have probably won.
Well, you were already watching it by the time I had texted you.
No, I turned it back on because of what you texted, and it was tied at 11.
Is that right? Well, that's why I said, tell me you didn't turn off the Reds when they went down 11-3. And you said, I did.
I did.
They do better when I'm not watching.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, okay, that should be the end of the text.
If I thought that they were still down 11-3, I'd have never turned it back on.
And I never hinted to you that they were tied.
Well, I knew you wouldn't have texted that cryptic message unless they had come back. So
he's reading into blaming.
It's on you.
It was fantastic. 8 straight hits and capped off by a 3-run homer by Spencer Steer, and that tied the game. And then I forgot about the ghost runner at second base in the extra innings, and it's just a shame. Yeah.
So they go back at it again tonight. The Reds did pick up some. Afternoon game.
Yeah, at 12:40.
Got some new talent. The young man that was playing third base for the Pirates,
Brian
Hayes.
Hayes, yes.
The Reds get him because he's a Gold Glove winner. He has an error that gives Atlanta 2 runs to tie it, but then he comes back later and hits a 3-run homer.
Barry Larkin talks on the TV broadcast about you either have to have a short hop or a long hop on that. And I'm thinking every Little League coach I've ever heard is get your body in front of it. Yeah, and he did one of these, like almost Olay, trying to glove it. And but then he came back and had a nice hit. Yeah. So that started the rally. Yeah. All right. Coming up in a moment. Oh, no, we got to finish, don't we? Yes, the Guardians were idle last night. They will play the Twins tonight. And now it is time for our Neil Coleman. See, Mike threw me off with the argument. Neil Coleman Insurance, Wyandotte Mutual, Litter Media Play of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
And this week's winner is this young man right here, Tays Valley golfer Deacon Kroger. He was medalist at the Tays Valley Invitational with an 18-hole round of 71. That's 1 under par. The Vikings as a team were runner-up in the match, but congratulations to Deacon Kroger as our player of the week.
Way to go, Deke. And congratulations to Taze Valley on winning their own tournament as well.
Well, they were runner-up.
Oh, as being runners-up in their own tournament as well.
He's still shook up that
I'm
Reds
still
loss last night.
Want to tell you, if you'd like to make a player nomination, simply send us an email, littermedia@gmail.com, and tell us a little bit about the player. And if you've got a photo to share, please share that as well. Make sure we know who the photographer is and where you got that so we can credit them properly as well. All right. This date in history coming up next.
Litter Quality Propane, there's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about their metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, oh, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
We're back, and we're still friends. Time for this date in history, 1861. Okay.
Never heard of this fella until did a little research. Robert Fitzroy, a British naval officer who had been researching ways to predict the weather, publishes the first known weather forecast in the Times, that is, like in the London Times. The report, which includes a prediction of 62 degrees and clear skies in London, is largely accurate. And Dan's art, oh man, that's great. You could be a weatherman.
Well, this is over England.
Yeah.
Since he was a British guy.
Yeah, this is really, I mean, I'm talking about the cold front and all that stuff. That's really good.
Yeah. Well, I kind of borrowed that from looking at a map of Ben Gilbert back when they used to just kind of put felt sunshine on top of the map.
That's great. That's great.
But even have the forecast there for Glasgow.
Glasgow, Scotland.
They've got sun up there, but it's raining everywhere else.
Of course, in England, you can pretty much say rain and you're going to be right 80% of the time. So,
well, they're so close to water, you know.
Yeah, but there you have it. This date in history.
Okay.
I think they're a little bit more scientific about their prognostications and weather now with the Doppler. It really is amazing, the technology. I mean, even back in the early 70s, radar is not what it is, or was not then what it is now.
Correct.
And with the Doppler, that went leaps and bounds beyond satellite imagery from space, looking down. I mean, there's just so much that, and people still complain about the weather forecast, but compared to where we were before, it's really incredible how things have come along.
Our 5th grade class, Mr. Roe Regal at Scioto Township Elementary, we built a thermometer, which included mercury. And I mean,
you didn't touch it, did you?
A bunch of 5th graders messing with mercury should make you start scratching
That's
your head.
scary.
But no, we made that. I can't remember what we did to determine where that mercury would rise to. But it was kind of fascinating because he brought this big tube out like this, and we put mercury in it, and next thing you know, it's gauging the temperature. If you put it over top of a Bunsen burner, and next thing you'd pull it away, and it would go back down. It was really neat to see all that stuff.
We had a teacher in high school who was rather
freeform.
Well, he was large.
Oh, okay.
And we referred to him as Mercury.
As in the fleet-footed.
No, because of the
mythical god
HG for Mercury.
Gotcha.
And I'll let you fill in what the HG stood for. I don't know that I came up with that. It was those other troublemakers in my class.
That's kind of like our buddy Buzz Perry. The radio station we used to work at had a vending machine, and one of his side jobs was having a vending company. And so he would put chips and candy bars and everything in there. Bob Neal pointed this out. He said, notice what Buzz has done with the microwave popcorn. He puts it on C4, an explosive.
How about that? C4.
It's the little things that really make
yeah.
life interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's it for today's show. Mike will be at the Ross County Fair Sunday evening. He'll do a couple of live broadcasts as they announce the court.
That's the plan.
Yes. And then he'll grab the Queen and King and do a live interview with them as well.
Well, I'll gently urge them to come over. I'll try not to grab them.
Listening to everything.
I don't want to be taken off in cuffs.
He was explaining to us about how difficult it is to corner the King and Queen afterwards, because everybody wants a piece of the King and Queen at that moment in time.
They rush the stage.
So sometimes you have to say, I'm grabbing you. Come over here for this interview.
Yeah.
So watch for those here on our Facebook page this coming Sunday evening. Will probably be, I'm guessing close to 9 o'clock.
Well, it starts at 8, so I think what you have 9 Queen candidates this year, 6 boys or something like that.
Yeah.
So who knows? It might go a little quicker. So
it may or it may not.
Yeah.
Depends on how long the questions and responses are to the questions asked of said candidates. For Aaron Glandon, who's getting married soon.
Yes.
We've got Mike Smith, and there's a number of things that he's pointing out I can't read because
Traffic
of the
lights
cameras
talking
in the
about
way.
the Ghost Runner. He doesn't like it.
Nor do I.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the program. We will talk to you again Sunday night from the Ross County Fair, and then all next week with another edition of Litter Media Live.